vida. Welcome to Midvale Speedway. It's Memorial Day weekend here, May 26, 1994. We're getting ready to bring the racing action to you. Tonight, the super late models will be going 40 laps for 1,200 to win, and the late model sportsman will be going 50 laps for 1,000 to win. Hey, you tell me when. Okay. All right, we want to give you a rundown on some of the fine sponsors that we have here to bring you the racing videos each and every week here at Midvale Speedway. We want to thank Pit Stop Car Wash, located in Dover, New Philadelphia. We want to thank Indian Village Savings and Loan, located in Jeanette and Hutton. We want to thank Dale's Heating and Cooling, located in Uricksville. And we want to thank WBTC 1540 AM radio station in Uricksville. We also want to thank Lehigh Insurance Agency, located in Uricksville, Ohio. Clum Tire, located in New Philadelphia. Key Joe's Body and Paint, located in Uricksville, Ohio. Twin City Pawn and Gun, located in Uricksville, Ohio. Water Street Deli, located in Uricksville, Ohio. Twin City Hardware, located in Uricksville, and Mako's Market and Pharmacy, located in Uricksville, Ohio. We want to thank all those sponsors for being able to bring you the racing action tonight on videotape at Midvale Speedway. Okay, we're moving into the pit stop car wash super late model division. On the pole, Kenny Stevens, 21. Jim Rambud, 83. Mike Miller in 53. Bobby Gaynor, 23. 80. Dino Long, 59. Gary Whipke. And a new track record set tonight by that gentleman right there, number 49, Rich Desecker. Down to turn one, it's Jim Rambud. Kenny Stevens. Jim Rambud pulls away, coming out of two. Kenny Stevens in that second spot. Bobby Gaynor in third. Mike Miller in fourth. Rich Desecker off the pace, pulls her in the infield. Okay, halfway in. Jim Rambud out in front, all by himself. Bobby Gaynor in second, Kenny Stevens in third, Mike Miller in fourth, Dino Long fifth, and Gary Whipke. Jim Rambud's leaving everybody in the pack. He's pulling away. Bobby Gaynor's pulling away from everybody. And 23 in that second spot. They're battling with Kenny Stevens and Mike Miller. White flag coming out. Max got the checker flag in hand for number 83, Jim Rambud. Bobby Gaynor will finish second. Kenny Stevens, Mike Miller, Dino Long, and Gary Whipke. And I just been informed that this gentleman picking up his 96th checker flag here at Midvale Speedway. He's 4 away from the century mark. Jim Rambud took a few years off. He's coming back and doing a fine, fine job. 96 checker flags. 4 away.
Come back into racing action. I'll tell you, he's got this Port City chassis hooked up. 5 engines, powerhouse engine.
I want to tell you a little bit about Lehigh Insurance Agencies. They're located at 212 Gardner Avenue, an independent insurance agent. Their times Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 9 to 5, Wednesdays 9 to 12, and Saturday by appointment. Stop in and see the fine people at Lehigh Insurance Agencies. They'll be able to fix you up with all your insurance needs. Right there is your winner of the fast heat in the super late model division, number 83. A nice young man right there, Jimmy Rambud, picking up his 96th checker flag here at Midvale Speedway, Memorial Day weekend.
Nice round of applause in the R.R. Sales SRE Race Body sponsored 83 car Jim Rambud.
Okay, moving into the second super late model heat race, the pit stop car wash division. Ernie Shook in 24, Randy Nader 75, Randy Gray in 18. Ron J. Bird Jr. in 22, John Sanquest Sr. 66, John Sanquest Jr. 99, and Ken Cantrell in 07. Down turn one, out of two, it's Ernie Shook in 24, Randy Gray in 18, Randy Nader in 75, Ron J. Bird Jr. 22. John Sanquest Sr. in 66, John Sanquest Jr. 99, and Ken Cantrell in 07. Your leader right now, Ernie Shook. Last night's feature winner in the late model sportsman division,
up at Barberton Motor Speedway. Randy Gray doing a fine job. He's in that second spot. Moving up from the late model sportsman class this year. Randy Nader, first time out this year. And a rookie up there, number 22, Ron J. Bird Jr. Doing a fine job so far. There goes Randy Nader on the inside of Randy Gray. Randy's able to hold Randy off. Randy Nader on the inside now. Randy Gray on the outside. Randy Nader into second now. Randy Gray back to third. White flag coming out. Down the backstretch one more time. Ernie Shook goes. Coming out of four. It's Ernie Shook, Randy Nader, Randy Gray, Ron J. Bird Jr., John Sandquist Sr., John Sandquist Jr., and Ken Cantrell. Picking up his first checker flag in the super late model division down here at Midvale, I believe. Number 24, Ernie Shook. And this gentleman also won the late model sportsman feature at Barberton last night. We'll tell you a little bit about Clum Tire. They're located at 1075 South Broadway in New Philadelphia. Steve Clum is the owner-operator. Times are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Saturday, 8 to 12. They're the local distributor of Hoosier Tires. And how about Key Joe's Body and Paint? They're located at 1820 North Water Street Extension. Joe DeCominana is the owner-operator. Stop in and see Joe anytime between 8:30 and 5 o'clock for all your body repair needs. Right there's your feature winner from last night and your heat winner tonight here at Midvale Speedway, Ernie Shook. Okay, moving into the Indian Village Savings and Loan Late Model Sportsman Division. Number 7 will start on the pole. That's Farmer Smith. Mario Dino will flank him on the outside in 36. Last night's feature winner, number 50, Steve Gillen. Next row on the outside of him is Marcus Malcolm, 75. Roger Leinert in 2, and Steve Gillen's older brother, Mike Gillen, 05, flanks him. Marvin Orshide, 25, and Ernie Shook in 6. Down turn 1, it's Mario Dino, your leader. Farmer Smith in the second spot. Entering turn number 3 for the first time. It's Marcus Malcolm on the outside. Steve Gillen on the inside. Mike Gillen trying to move up. Ernie Shook moving up. And Marvin Orshine, Roger Leinert. Mario Dino showing the way in a 36 car. Marcus Malcolm into 75. He's in second. They're bunched up for third on back. Farmer Smith, Mike Gillen, Steve Gillen, Ernie Shook, Roger Leinert, and Marvin Orshide. Ernie Shook making his way, trying to get on the outside of Farmer Smith, getting that 4th spot. Halfway in now. Diano and Malcolm into over that 1st and 2nd spot. Mike Gillen trails him in that 3rd spot. In 4th is Ernie Shook. Marvin Orshide now trying to make a move. Up through the pack he comes. On the outside of Steve Gillen and Farmer Smith. Marcus Malcolm dipping down the inside. He can't make a move coming out of 2. Down to the backstretch they go. Mario Dino still showing the way. Eddie Warmack's got the white flag in hand. Marvin Orshay, Farmer Smith. Yellow will be out. Yellow coming out. 6 laps in, 2 to go. 6 laps in, 2 to go. Mario Diano drifts a little high. Marcus Malcolm trying to get in there. Can't make the move down the backstretch. White flag is coming out. Mario Dial leads him down the backstretch one more time. Your winner is going to be Mario Dial, Marcus Malcolm, Mike Gillen, Ernie Shook, Steve Gillen, Roger Leinert, and Marvin Orshay. Picking up his first checker flag in the late model sportsman division here at Mid-Vale this year, number 36, Mario Diano.
Midvale Speedway, but Tony Diano and Mark Malcolm. Mario Diano and Marcus Malcolm. How about this young gentleman, the Diano ready mix?
I want to tell you a little bit about Indian Village Savings and Loan. They're located at 100 South Walnut Street in Jeanette and Hutton. They're there for all your loan and banking needs. Check out Indian Village Savings and Loan located at 100 South Walnut Street in Jeanette and Hutton. Proud sponsor of the Late Model Sportsman Division. I want to tell you about Twin City Pawn and Gun located at 1015 Trenton Avenue. Their days are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 10 to 6. Wednesday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 10 to 5. They buy, sell, and trade at Twin City Pawn and Gun. Check them out. There's your winner, Mario Diano.
Sports stock division.
Okay, moving into the middle heat of the Late Model Sportsman Indian Village Savings and Loan Division. On the pole, Mac Gribble Jr. in 12. 88, Mike Miller tonight. 5, Claude Hilton Jr. in 5. Dave Watson, 51. AJ Dino, 24. Doc Dixon in 4. We got agreed. Roger Smith in 29 and Tom Garbrand in 64. Down the backstretch they go. Mac Gribble Jr. showing the way. Claude Hilton Jr. in 2nd. AJ Dino in that 3rd spot. Mike Gill in 4th. Dave Watson in that 5th spot. 6th is Doc Dixon, Roger Smith, and Tom Garbrand. Dave Watson on the inside gets by Mike Gillen in the 88 car. He's in that 4th spot, moving up. Doc Dixon off the pace. Mike Miller going into pits in the 88 car. Halfway this time, halfway. Mac Gribble, he's hamming and banging and motor-wise. Might be having ignition problems. Trying to hang her on. Claude Hilton Jr. hanging on that 2nd spot, doing a fine job. Dave Watson, first time here this year, and Roger Smith, first time. White flag. He's hoping and praying that car's going to stay together for him one more lap. Mac Gribble leads him down the backstretch one more time. He's got one turn to go. Coming out of 4. Mac Gribble, Claude Hilton Jr., AJ Diano, Dave Watson, Roger Smith, and Tom Garbrandt.
Little Junior, of course, option to go back to the pit area and get working on that car as fast as you can. Just a big, big feature coming up.
Want to tell you,
440 laps.
Want to tell you a little bit about Water Street Deli. They're located at 1037 North Water Street in Urixville. Times are 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. They've got hot and cold. It's a hot and cold deli, vegetable trays, meat and cheese trays, fruit baskets. For the freshest fruit around, check out Water Street Deli. Now moving into the third heat of the Indian Village Late Model Sportsman. On the pole, Tim Hiller. On the outside of him, number 74, Jack McGrath. Here we go. Keith Cope in 39. Jeff Smith in 34, moving up. He splits them going down the backstretch. Dwayne Hartline in number 9. 87 is Jeff Egan. 3 is Doug Summers. 68 is Warren Toma. And Glenn Talbot in number 1 out there. Jeff Smith showing the way, but we got Jack McGrath in that second spot. First time ever here at Midvale Speedway as a driver in the 74 car. Dwayne Hartline in that third spot. Jeff Egan in fourth, Warren Toma fifth, Doug Summers in that sixth spot. Keith Cope and Glenn Talbot. Jeff Smith showing the way with your battle for that second spot between Jack McGrath and Dwayne Hartline. Jack doing a fine job, and first time really in competition is Dwayne Hartline. He was here last week, but elected to take the tail of the field. Now he's in competition, doing a fine job in that third spot. He dips to the inside. Jeff Smith still showing the way, but your second spot is Jack McGrath, Dwayne Hartline, Jeff Egan in that fourth spot. Dwayne Hartline looking to the outside, the white flag's being shown. Jeff Smith out in front, all by himself. They all go hard to turn number 3. Coming out of 4, it's going to be Jeff Smith. Second's going to be Jack McGrath, Dwayne Hartline, Doug Summers, Jeff Egan, Warren Toma, Glenn Talbot, and Keith Cope.
Downtown Ford, standard test class, Sarah trucking service, 34 car, Jeff Smith, Ohio drivers, Zone Motors, they are Ford Motors, the Port City chassis.
Picking up another checker flag here at Midvale Speedway, number 34, from Massillon, Ohio, Jeff Smith. I want to tell you a little bit about Mako's Market. Mako's Market continues to strive to be your first choice for all your grocery shopping and your first choice for all your pharmacy needs. When you shop the Mako's way, you'll find savings in every aisle. Don't miss this vital opportunity to stay informed on your health. Only at your home for the great weekly specials, a full-service pharmacy, and other convenient services. Mako's Market and Pharmacy located in Urixville, Ohio. There's your winner, Jeff Smith. Okay, moving into the Dales Heating and Cooling Street Stock Racing Division. First time here this year. Number 99. Mike Creedon to 99. Casey Knight in 27. John Ramser 40. Kevin Herron in 03. Ryan Tedesco 70. John Burns 79. Randy Smith in 12. And Russ Moore in 31. Mike Frieden out in front of the 99 car. John Ramser, last week's feature winner. He's in that second spot. Casey Knight and Ryan Tedesco battle out for that third spot. There goes Randy Smith on the inside in that 12 car, taking over fourth spot. Here comes Russ Moore up through the pack. And John Burns in 79. Mike Frieden in 99. Still showing the way. Here comes Ryan Tedesco. Halfway, this time by. Eddie Warmack's throwing the halfway side. Ryan Tedesco starting a challenge now. Mike Frieden as they go into turn number 3. They're side by side as they enter turn 4. Here comes Randy Smith from the back of the pack. He's up to that third spot on the inside. He's challenged Tedesco now for second. As Mike Frieden still showing the way. Here comes Russ Moore to join into the pack. Randy Smith on the inside. White flag coming out. Here comes Mike Frieden back. He's not giving up. On the outside. Russ Moore now getting into it. He's on the inside of Mike Frieden for second. Down the backstretch one more time into turn 3. Out of 4. Here he comes. Randy Smith, Russ Moore, Ryan Tedesco, Mike Frieden, Casey Knight, John Ramser, John Burns, and Kevin Harris.
Street Stockers putting on quite a show for you here at Midvale Speedway.
This is first checker flag. Picking up his first checker flag here this year in the Dale Seed and Coin Street Stock Racing Division. Number 12, Randy Smith. I want to tell you a little bit about Dale Seed and Cooling. They're your local distributor of the Armstrong Air Heating and Cooling products. Dale's Heating and Cooling is located at 501 Newport Avenue in Uricksville, Ohio. Stop in and see Dale Rupner anytime between Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. They're closed on Sunday and Wednesday for all your heating and air conditioning needs. Dale's Heating and Cooling in Uricksville, Ohio. Picking up his first checker flag of the year, Randy Smith in number 12.
Okay, we'll be moving into our second heat in the Street Stock Division. Dale's Heating and Cooling. Street Stock Division, 24 moving up from last week to the Street Stocks. JT Turner, 69. Bob Animal Eichel, 01. William Obule, 99. The red one out there is Bob Johnson making his debut in 1996. 54 and Doug McMillan. Ronnie Dagg at 75. Bill Hilliker, 27. 77 is either Bear Swartz or Rich Schweitzer out there. At 37, making his 96 debut, Ronnie Garbrandt. Going 4 wide into turn 4. Coming out ahead, William Obule. JT Turner falls back to second. Here comes Doug McMillan and Ronnie Dagg. Ronnie Dagg on the outside now. Doug McMillan moving on the inside. Ronnie Dagg splitting the seam right down the middle. Your new leader, Ron Dagg of Denison. Sounds like one of them lead cars developing a miss here. We'll have to see which one it is. Ronnie Garbrandt getting sideways. He's slowing way off pace now. Halfway point. Halfway home. Ronnie Dagg, Doug McMillan, Bill Hilliker, William Avio, Bob Animal Eichel, J.T. Turner. The Animal wings it around in turn 2. Ronnie Garbrandt going into the pits. No yellow flag out. Bob Animal Eichel sitting down in turn 2, but there's no yellow flag yet. White flag coming out. One more lap for Ronnie Dagg. Bear Schwartz's car's in the infield now. I think Rich Schweitzer's driving that. Checker flag coming out. Your winner will be Ronnie Dagg, Doug McMillan, Bill Hilliker, William Avio, J.T. Turner, and Bob Johnson. And yes, Bill, we call him Ronnie now, not Rodney. Thank you, Bill. We see that on the back of your car. You know who you are. Doing a tremendous job in the street stock division. Car number 75, sponsored by Haas Body Shop. Ronnie Dagg. We'd like to mention Dale's Heating and Cooling out of Uricksville, Ohio is the main sponsor for the street stock division here at Midvale Speedway for Mid-Vid racing videos. Huh? Yeah.
Okay, now we're moving into the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Racing Division. Todd Miller will bring him in at 111. Don Rufner Jr. on the outside in 7. Jim Orr in 28. Here we go. Tim Dreher 73. John Tannerelli 67. Bill Westlake in 51. Jimmy Paris in 32. John Bertram in 55 and 38. And Mike Powell takes her to the pits in 95. Showing the way is Todd Miller in that 111 car. Second spot going to Don Rufner Jr. Tim Dreher gets her kind of crossed up. He's able to correct it. The 11 car in that third spot. Here comes Jungle Jim Paris in 32. John Tannerelli hanging on that back here into the 67 car. Jimmy Orr trying to move up. Bill Westlake in the 51 car. And John Bertram in 55. Halfway this time by. Moving in that second spot, past Don Rufner Jr. There comes Jimmy Paris in 32. A lot of smoke starting to trail out on 111. He's trying to hang on. Here comes Jimmy Paris on the side of him. They enter turn 4 together. Miller coming back on the inside. Here goes Jimmy Paris on the outside. Jimmy Paris takes it hard in the 3. Out of 4, the white flag's down. Jimmy 11, Don Rufner Jr., Tim Dreher, Jimmy Orr, John Tannerelli, John Bertram, and Bill Wesley. Your winner, Jimmy Paris, 111, 11, 7, 32, or 73, 28, 67, 38, 55, and 51. Picking up another checker flag here at Midvale Speedway. He's Bill Bittaker's protege, Jungle Jim Paris in 32. I'll tell you a little bit about WBTC 1540 AM. We want you to tune into that AM station between the hours of 7 to 8 Monday evenings and listen to Race Talk with Pete Carruthers live from Bentley's Lounge in Dover, Ohio. 7 to 8 o'clock Monday evenings, tune in on WBTC 1540 AM and listen to Pete Carruthers, and he'll have interviews from different drivers and all the racing skidabot in the Tuscarawas and surrounding areas. There's your winner, Jimmy Paris, number 32. All right, moving to the second heat of the WBTC Detroit Iron Division. Here we go. Lee McCrary jumps in the lead in the 23 car. Paul Hornacek on the outside, he's in second. Richard Stallmaker, 59. Dan Gosser in 29. Barney Gerber in 2T. Bill Cross in 25. Mike Dines in 77. Steve Spears in 85. Coleman in 66. 88 and 01 out there. And Brian Feaster in 28. Lee McCrary showing the way in the 23 car, but Paul Hornacek's right there. Here goes Barney Gerber past Dan Gosser for third spot. Brian Feaster in fifth. Last week's feature winner, 77, Mike Dines, is in the sixth spot. Bill Cross making his racing return in 25, and Steve Spears in 85. Black flag coming out for Lee McCrary. Must be going under his qualifying time. That puts Paul Hornacek, now your leader. Paul Hornacek is now your leader. Barney Gerber in second. Brian Feaster third. Hornacek showing the way. Here goes Barney Gerber on the outside. The laps are winding down for this heat race. Hornacek showing the way yet. Brian Feaster's in third and Dan Gosser in fourth. Eddie Warmack's got the white flag in hand. One more lap to go. Paul Hornacek out in front yet. Down the backstretch, one more time to go. Barney Gerber looks to the outside. He dips to the inside. Out of four, here they come. Paul Hornacek, Barney Gerber, Brian Feaster, Dan Gosser, Mike Dines, Bill Cross, Steve Spears, 66 and 88.
Wow, this guy must...
Picking up his first checker flag down here at Midvale Speedway. He's been coming down here the last couple weeks and getting better and better every week. Last night's official winner after late track inspections at the track, he was declared the winner. Number 65 of Barberton is Paul Hornacek. He'll pick up a heat win here in the Detroit Iron Division tonight at Midvale Speedway. We just don't want you guys to forget about Twin City Pawn and Gun, located in Uricksville, and Water Street Deli, located down in Uricksville, Ohio. Check out two fine sponsors, here at Midvale Speedway for Mid-Vid Racing Video. There's your winner, Paul Hornacek in 65. Okay, moving into the Indian Village Savings and Loan Concy here tonight. The top 6 will advance. No start. No start. There's your field. Mike Miller in 88. Matt Gribble Jr. will be in 12. Warren Toma 68. Jeff Egan in 87. Doug Summers in 3. Dwayne Hartline in 9. Glenn Talbert in 1. 34 is Jeff Smith. Keith Cope is 39. Jack McGrath in 74. And Tim Hiller in 13. Now the white flag is being displayed. The top 6 will advance into the 50-lap Top Gun feature later on this evening. Down turn 1, it's Mike Miller in 88, Matt Gribble Jr. in 12, Warren Toma 68, Jeff Egan in 87, Doug Summers in 3. Right now on the bubble, it's Dwayne Hartline, the 9 car. Jeff Smith trying to get by Dwayne to move into the feature. Then Matt Gribble's car still sounds missing on the ignition. He'll try to make it through this one. Mike Miller showing the way. Gribble 2nd, Warren Toma in 3rd, Doug Summers 4th, 5th is Jeff Egan, 6th is Dwayne Hartline, then Jeff Smith, Glenn Talbert, Keith Cope, Jack McGrath, and Tim Hiller. All by himself right now is Mike Miller. Matt Gribble Jr. in 2nd. Warren Toma is in 3rd. Doug Summers 4th. Jeff Smith making a move now on Dwayne Hartline for that bubble spot. Jeff Smith tore up there in the front end. Okay. White flag being displayed. Top 6 will make it. Got a green. Keith Cope goes a slide in turn number 2. He'll bring out a yellow. Green flag coming back out. Mike Miller showing the way. Matt Gribble Jr. in 2nd yet. Warren Toma 3rd. Doug Summers in 4th. Jeff Egan in the 5th spot. 6th is Dwayne Hartline. Then Glenn Talbert, Keith Cope, and Jack McGrath. Top 6 make it now. Top 6 are locked in. 5 to go for Mike Miller. Mike Miller showing the way yet. Mac Gribble in second. Warren Toma in that third spot. Doug Summers fourth. Jeff Egan in fifth. Sixth is Dwayne Hartline. White flag coming out. Into turn one. Out of two goes Mike Miller. Down the backstretch one more time. Coming out of four. Mike Miller. Mac Gribble. Warren Toma. Doug Summers. Jeff Egan. Dwayne Hartline make the feature. The first alternate will be Glenn Talbert in 1, Keith Cope in 39, and Jack McGrath in 74. Picking up his first win in this number 88 car down here at Midvale Speedway. Mike Miller in the Indian Village Savings and Loan Late Model Sportsman Division. Don't forget to check out Clum Tire, located in New Philly, and Key Joe's Body and Paint, located down in Uricksville, Ohio. Right there's your winner, number 88, being driven tonight by Mike Miller, your winner of the Consi and the Indian Village Savings and Loan Late Model Sportsman Division here tonight. Okay, moving into the Pit Stop Car Wash Super Late Model Racing Division feature. 40 laps to go tonight, paying $1,200 to the winner. On the pole, Randy Gray in 18, Kenny Stevens 21, Jim Rambrut 83, Mike Miller 53, Bobby Gaynor 23, Dino Long in 80, Gary Whipke 59, Rich Dessaker 49, 75 Randy Nader, 24 Ernie Shook, Ron Jaybird Jr. 22, John Sanquist Sr. 66, and John Sanquist Jr. 99. Down to one, it's Randy Gray, Kenny Stevens. Kenny Stevens leads lap one. Mike Miller on the outside. He's in second. Randy Gray in third. Jim Rambod in 83. In sixth spot. Rich Dessaker in the fifth spot. Mike Miller going for the lead on the outside. Kenny Stevens still showing the way. Dino Long in third. Rich Dessaker now in the fourth. Randy Gray fifth. Jim Rambud sixth. Gary Whipke in the seventh spot. Mike Miller, Kenny Stevens side by side. John Sanquist Jr., 99, take her to the pit. Gary Whipke, goodbye Randy Gray now on the outside. Mike Miller, Kenny Stevens side by side. 40 laps they'll go, 40 laps. Miller now your leader. Dino Long on the outside. He's in second. Kenny Stevens in third. And Rich Dessaker fourth. Gary Whipke in fifth. Then Bobby Gaynor. Randy Gray. Dessaker goes to the outside of Kenny Stevens. Budd 7th. Randy Gray 8th. 9th, Randy Nader. John Sanquest Sr. going to the pits now. Right there in second spot, trying to get by Mike Miller. Gary Whipke trying to get by Kenny Stevens for fourth spot. Goes to the outside. Coming out of 2. He can't make a move on Dino Long. Randy Gray in the infield brings out a yellow. Okay, white flag been displayed. Going back to racing. I believe there's 15 in. Here we go. Rich Dessinger on the inside. Yellow coming out. Bobby Gaynor brings out a yellow. Here we go. Second, Rich Dessinger third, Kenny Stevens fourth, Gary Whipke in the fifth spot. He's on the outside now, Kenny Stevens. Then Bob Gaynor, Jim Rambud, Randy Nader, Randy Gray. Ron J. Bird Jr. Dessinger looks it hard in turn number 2. He's going to the outside. Miller showing the way. Yeah, Dino Long sandwiched right there in second. Halfway, that time by, halfway in. Mike Miller, Dino Long, Rich Dessinger. Taxi him in the back. Gary Whipke still trying to get by Kenny Stevens for that fourth spot. Hasn't been able to do it yet. Here comes Rich Dessinger again on the outside. Rich is starting to burn them tires off now. He's trying to make a move. bit down the backstretch. Lap car's right ahead of him now. Dino Long on the inside. He's got his nose under Mike Miller. Dessaker on the inside of Mike Miller. He'll have second as they exit turn 4. Dino Long, your new leader. Rich Dessaker is second. Mike Miller third. Fourth, still is Kenny Stevens. Fifth is Gary Webke. Then Bobby Gaynor, Jim Rambud, Randy Nader. Ten to go. Dino Long starting to pull away a little bit from Rich Dessaker. Mike Miller hanging on that third spot yet. Kenny Stevens doing a fine job. He's at fourth with Gary Whipke right behind him. Dino Long, Rich Dessaker, Mike Miller, Kenny Stevens in fourth, Gary Whipke fifth, Bobby Gaynor in sixth. 5 to go. And Jim Rambud, Randy Nader. And out there racing yet Randy Gray and Ron J. Burr Jr. Coming out. White flag coming out. Next time by. Here it goes. Dino Long leads it down the backstretch one more time. Dino Long wins it. Rich Dessaker will finish second. Third will be Mike Miller. Your battle for fourth. Here comes Kenny Stevens, Gary Whipke, Bob Gaynor, Randy Nader, and Jim Rambud. Picking up his first feature win of the young racing season here at Midvale Speedway in the pit stop Car Wash Super Late Model Racing Division from Magnolia, Ohio, number 80, Dino Long.
I was standing in that, and I heard he got a little bit of help from old Jack both plating and polishing. Jack, of course, built the 301 car, and also run the Iceman Series.
There's your winner, number 80, Dino Long. He's got to be one happy camper.
Just over the years, they'll pop up and get a couple up here and again, and just like a couple weeks ago, last week, Gary Whipke pulled off a feature win. How about that year?
There he is, Dino Long, your winner.
Dino Long. Always in there plugging at it. It's this way racing is. You just have to stay right with it. The opportunity comes, you can carry the old checkered flag.
Okay, we want to tell you about our fine sponsors here for Mid-Vid Racing Videos. We don't want you to forget about Pit Stop Car Wash, located in Dover, New Philadelphia. They'll make your car shine like a dime every time. Pit Stop Car Wash, Dover, New Philadelphia. Indian Village Savings and Loan, the proud sponsors of the division coming out on the track right now, the late model sportsman division. They're located at 100 South Walnut Street in Janate and Hutton. They're there to service your loan and saving needs in Janate and Hutton, Ohio. Another fine sponsor is Dale's Heating and Cooling. They're located in Uricksville, Ohio, 501 Newport Avenue in Uricksville. Stop in and see Dale Roofner for all your heating and air conditioning needs. They're proud distributors of Armstrong Air Heating and Cooling products. The Detroit Iron Racing Division is proud sponsored by WBTC Radio, 1540 AM, Classic Gold Radio. And we want you to tune into Race Talk on Monday nights between 7 and 8 o'clock, located at Bentley's Lounge, coming out of Bentley's Lounge in Dover, Ohio, with Pete Carruthers behind the microphone. And we want to tell you about Lehigh Insurance Agencies. They're an independent insurance agency of Uricksville, Ohio. They're there for all your insurance needs. Twin City Pawn and Gun, located at 1015 Trenton Avenue in Uricksville, Ohio. They buy, sell, and trade. Key Joe's Body and Paint, located at 1820 North Water Street in Uricksville, Ohio. Joe DeCominato is the proud owner of that establishment. Stop in and see him for all your repair needs on your vehicle. Clum Tire, located at 1075 South Broadway in New Philadelphia. Stop in and see Steve Clum for all your tire needs. They're local distributors of Hoosier Tires in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Water Street Deli, located at 1037 North Water Street in Uricksville. They are a proud distributor of hot and cold deli, vegetable and meat trays, cheese trays, fruit baskets for all the freshest fruits around. Check out Water Street Deli. Twin City Hardware, located in Uricksville, for all your home repair needs, and Mako's Market and Pharmacy, located in Uricksville, for your pharmacy and shopping convenience. There's our fine sponsors. We want to thank them very much for this Memorial Day weekend to bring us the racing action to you here courtesy at Midvale Speedway.
Roger Smith.
Okay, moving into the Indian Village Savings and Loan Late Model Sportsman Feature Top Gun Night. First one of 6 different features, 3 here at Midvale, 3 at Barberton. 50 laps they'll go. We'll give you the lineup as they cross the line in the next few laps. Farmer Smith and Mario Dino, bring them in. Steve Gillen, Marcus Malquit, Roger Liner, Mike Gillen, Ernie Shook, Tom Garbrandt, Roger Smith, A.J. Dino, Dave Watson, Doc Dixon, Claude Hilton Jr., Matt Gribble, Warren Toma, Doug Summers, Jeff Egan, Mike Gillen, Barbara Northshy, and Dwayne Harline. There's your field as Farmer Smith shows the way in the 7 car. Steve Gillen in that second spot. 50 laps they'll go. Mario Dino 3rd. Roger Liner 4th. Marcus Malcolm 5th. Ernie Shook in that 7th spot. Mike Gillen gets on the inside of Marcus Malcolm. Here goes Ernie Shook there. Tom Garbrandt in the 8th spot. Roger Smith in 9th. Dave Watson in 10th. A.J. Dino in 11th. Fine field of late model sportsmen here tonight. Going to the outside. Farmer Smith still showing the way. Gillen in 2nd. Liner in 3rd. Mario Dino 4th. Mike Gillen 5th. 6, Ernie Shook. Oh, we got Mike Gillen spinning. Yella coming out. Okay. Tom, the Farmer Smith's going to show the way. Steve Gillen will be in second. Roger Liner third. Mario Diano in the fourth spot. Ernie Shook fifth. Under Doc Dixon's and his brakes on his left rear brake here. 7 laps down. 43 to go. Smith still showing the way. Steve Gillen second. Roger Liner third. Ernie Shook fourth. Marcus Malcolm fifth. Sixth. Tom Garbrandt. Roger Smith. AJ Dino. Matt Gribble. Dave Watson. Trying to get second. Steve's trying to get on the underside of Farmer Smith. Liner going for second down the backstretch. Ernie Shook into it now. Here comes Marcus Malquit. Liner going for the lead on the outside. Farmer still has it as they exit turn 4. Smith, Roger Liner, Steve Gillen, Ernie Shook, Marcus Malcolm, Tom Garbrandt, AJ Dino, Roger Smith, Matt Gribble. Liner going hard down the backstretch. They're side by side. They go into 3 out of 4. Coming out of 2. Your new leaders, Roger Liner, Farmer Smith second, Steve Gillen third, Ernie Shook fourth. Marcus Malcolm fifth, Tom Garbrandt sixth. AJ Dino trying to get on the underside of Tom Garbrandt for that 6th spot. Here comes Matt Gribble with him. Marvin Orsheim, Dave Watson, Mike Gillen now. Roger Smith, Claude Hilton Jr., Warren Toma, Mario Dino, Doug Summers, Jeff Egan. Ernie Shook on the inside of him. Taking over third from Steve Gillen. Getting crossed up. Matt Gribble gets on the outside of him. Marvin Orsheim gets on the underside of Matt Gribble. Down the backstretch, Marvin Orsheim on the inside of AJ Dino for 7th spot. way. Exits turn 2 in 7th spot. Tom Garbrandt holding down 6th. Your leader still is Roger Leinert. Starting to lap some lap cars now. Halfway. 25 in, 25 to go. Marvin Orshai on the outside of Tom Garbrandt. Trying to get 6th spot. Roger Leinert is your leader. Farmer Smith's in 2nd. Ernie Shook 3rd. Steve Gillen 4th. 5th, Marcus Malcolm. 6th, Marvin Orshai. 7th, Tom Garbrandt. 8th, A.J. Dino. 9th, Mike Gillen. 10th, Matt Gribble Jr. 11th is Dave Watson. Leinert, your leader, slowing down. He's in the infield. Just past halfway, Roger Leinert puts her in the infield. He's out of it. That puts Ernie Shook in the lead now. Farmer 2nd. Steve Gillen 3rd. Ernie Shook is now your leader. Farmer Smith, Steve Gillen. 4th is Marcus Malcolm. 5th now is Marvin Orshai. And he is catching the top 4. Marvin Orshai is on the move. Mike Gillen's coming back up through the pack. He's in that 6th spot, going underside of Jeff Egan. Then Matt Gribble, A.J. Dino, Tom Garbrandt. Your leader is Ernie Shook. Can Ernie make it 3 for 3 down here in Midvale in that late model sportsman class? Tom Garbrandt starting to fall back a little bit. A.J. Diano trying to get by him as Dave Watson gets underneath A.J. Jeff Egan off the pace. He's going to try to make it to the pit. He'll bring out a yellow. Just past halfway, your leader, Roger Leinert, went to the infield. His motor stopped. He's in the infield. That put Ernie Shook into the lead. White flag being displayed. 15 cars left on the lead lap. 13 to go. Paul Miller is in 25, not Marvin Orshai. That's why Paul had to start at the tail end, and he's up to 5th spot. Ernie Shook showing the way at Farmer Smith in 2nd, Steve Gillen 3rd, Marcus Malcolm 4th, Paul Miller 5th. Mike Gillen all the way back from the tail after that spin out. He's in 6th spot. 15 cars left on the lead lap. 10 to go, 10 to go. After Mike Gillen, Matt Gribble, A.J. Dino, Dave Watson, Mario Dino, Claude Hilton Jr., Tom Garbrandt, Warren Toma, Roger Smith, Doug Summers, I believe all in the lead lap. Mike Miller might be on the lead lap in 88. Dave Watson sliding. He brings it back under. Him and Mario Dino got together as they enter turn 3. Ernie Shook still showing the way. Five to go. 5 more times around to go. Malcolm trying to get underneath Steve Gillen one more time. Steve Gillen blowing up. Your 3rd place driver ignited, detonated that engine going to turn number 3. And he takes Marcus Malquit, Mike Gillen, Matt Gribble up into the wall. Bad break for Steve Gillen. Won last night's feature at Lorraine. To go. 4 laps to go. Eddie throws the green. Ernie Shook takes it down the backstretch. Farmer Smith in 2nd. 3rd, Marcus Malcolm hanging on. Oh, we got Mike Gillen coming together, and Matt Gribble slides under both of them for 4th spot. White flag coming out, this time by Matt Gribble. They straighten each other out. Coming out of 4, it's going to be Ernie Shook, Farmer Smith, Marcus Malcolm, Matt Gribble, 25-05, 24-51, 36-5, 64, 68, 3, 88, 29, and 9. This guy is 3 for 3 down here at Midvale Speedway. He picked up the rain out feature last week on the 12th. They ran it first last week on the 19th. He came back later that same night, picked up that feature. He won the feature at Barberton last night, so he's really 4 for 4 because he has picked up the 50-lap Top Gun feature here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Ernie Shook. He was able to take over the lead just past halfway when Roger Leinard lost power coming out of 4. The car just quit running on him. He pulled her in the infield. Ernie Shook had gotten by Farmer Smith for second at that present time, and he was able to take over the lead and maintain it the rest of the way. Number 6, Ernie Shook. Your Indian Village Savings and Loan Late Model Sportsman feature winner here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Here he is, Ernie Shook.
Ernie Shook, 4 for 4. 3 for 3 here at Midvale Speedway. Can't get much better than that, folks.
Okay, moving into the Dales Heating and Cooling Street Stock Racing feature. We got Casey Knight out of shape. Right? Picture's all black and white. Put a dial, it don't matter. Okay. Still black and white. We got green. Out in front jumps Ron Daig in 75. Bill Hilliger 27. John Ramser 40. Mike Friedman set 99. Casey Knight 27. Kevin Herron 03. Randy Smith in 12. Ryan Tedesco in 70. John Bird, 79. 54, Doug McMillan. 31, Russ Moore. Animal Eichel, 69. Ron Garbrand, 37. We got Doug McMillan in the infield. Back out he comes. William Albiol, 01. Bobby Johnson, 99. JT Turner, 24. In the pits already goes Randy Smith in 12. Ron Diggs out in front. John Ramser moving up on the outside. Last week's feature winner, third on the outside. Here comes Casey Knight. Kevin Herron in that 5th spot. Ryan Tedesco 6. Mike Frieden 7. Russ Moore 8. Doug McMillan 9. Ron Garbrand 10. Yella coming out for 01 on the backstretch. Okay, white flags being displayed. Ron, there you go, bring them in. Bill Hilliger in 2nd. John Ramser 3rd, Casey Knight 4th, Kevin Herron 5th. 6th is Ryan Tedesco. 7th, Russ Moore on the inside of Ryan Tedesco. Mike Frieden 99, Doug McMillan 54. Ron Garbrand 37 on the underside of Doug McMillan. John Burns in there now. starting to smoke. Yellow coming out for J.T. Turner down in turn number 3. Looks like Casey Knight's over there by the water hose, overheating. Tough break, bad break for him. Eddie Warmack's going to throw the halfway sign this time. They just let him back out. Here comes Casey Knight out of the track. Yellow coming out. White flag being displayed in the Dale's Heating and Cooling Street Stock Racing Division. They let Casey come back out. His car's overheating again. Now he's back by the trailer. Bad break for Casey Knight tonight. Ron Dake showing the way yet. Bill Hilliger in second. John Ramser third. Russ Moore moving up on the outside. Here comes Russ in the 31 car. Russ Moore takes over fourth. Now he's got his eyes set on that third spot. Mike Frieden all out of shape. He's got her going again. John Burns dips down on the inside, trying to get by Ron Garbrand. Russ Moore giving all she's got. Can't get by John Ramser for that third spot. Kevin Herron in the infield. Bobby Johnson. He's off the track. Brings out a yellow. Bobby Johnson at 99. Looped it in turn number 2. Brings out a yellow. White flag being displayed. The Dale's Heating Cooling Street Stock Racing Division are going 25 laps here tonight. Got a green coming out of Ford. Still showing the way. Russ Moore once again jumps to the outside. He's up beside Bill Hilliker now. Ron Daig's leading. Here goes Russ. He drifts back beside John Ramser there for fourth. John Burns, Randy Smith in it. Doug McMillan trails him a little bit. Ron Dake still showing away. Bill Hilliger hanging on to second. Russ Moore coming again, one more time. He might have him this time going to turn 3. Oh, Hilliger takes him high, real high. Russ hits the inside hub rail. Hilliger took him real high coming out of 4, and Russ Moore stopped on the outside hub rail, not inside, outside hub rail. I didn't say anything wrong on that. Flag out. White flag coming out. John Ramser takes her hard. Trying to get by Bill Hilliger for his second spot. Down the backstretch they go. $75, 27, 40, 70, 12, 54, 69, 24, 99. And 79 of John Burns. Picking up his first feature win of the 1996 racing season, number 75, Ron Degg. Picks up the feature win in the Dale's Heating and Cooling Street Stock Racing Division. We don't you not to forget about checking out Mako's Market in Uricksville, Twin City Hardware located in Uricksville, Twin City Pawn and Gun in Uricksville, and Water Street Deli located in Uricksville. Fine sponsors here at Midvale Speedway for Mid-Vid racing videos. There he is, your winner, Ron Degg, in the Dale's Heating, Cooling, Street Stock Racing Division.
I'm going to give a nice big round of applause. Ron Degg picking up our Oil Lady Budweiser Championship Street Stock.
There he is, Ron Degg, your winner.
Those fans flying along to Lorraine County Speedway tomorrow. Round 113 and round 58. A couple different ways to do it. You probably want to see off the turnpike tomorrow because it is under construction.
Okay, we're getting ready to move into the WBTC 1540 Detroit Iron Division. We want to thank you for watching the races tonight. This is the last feature event of the evening. We want to thank our last 3 sponsors: Lehigh Insurance Agency, Key Joe's Body and Paint, and cut it off. And Clum Tire, located in New Philadelphia. Detroit Irons are coming on the track. Okay, they're racing for money tonight in the WBTC Detroit Iron Racing Division. They're running for money, not trophies. Paul Horacek, 50, 65. Dan Gosser, 29, will bring them in. Bill Lacrosse in 25, and Steve Spears in 85. Brian Feaster, 28, and Mike Dines in 77. Todd Miller, 111. Don Rooster Jr., 7. Here we go. 28. John Tenorelli in 67. Mike Powell, 95. Jimmy Parrish, 32. Bill Westlake, 51. John Bertrand, 55. Brian Kilcherman, 38. Lee McCrary in 23. Calvin Cullen in 66. 88, 2T of Bernie Gerber in 01. All over the track. Your leader, 65. Paul Hornacek in 65. Dan Gosser in second. Billy Cross is in third. Brian Priester in 28. Don Rufner Jr. in 7. Moving up. Steve Spears in 85. Paul Hornacek still showing the way. Tim Dreher in a 73 trying to get up. Todd Miller and Jimmy Orr into it now. Hornacek out in front. Don Rufner Jr. second. Dan Gosser third. Billy Cross losing power. He's out of it. 25's out. Jimmy Orr getting into it with Steve Spears for 5th spot. Todd Miller into it now. John Tenorelli moving up. Tim Dreher is 73 on the outside. Here comes Mike Powell at 95. Todd Miller, 3 abreast. Steve Spears falling back. Going for the lead is Don Rufner Jr. Paul Hornacek holds him off. Brian Feaster in 3rd spot. Jimmy Orr in 4th. Whoa, Nelly, they're still going at it. Todd Miller on the inside of Dan Gosser for 6th spot. Dan Gosser gonna bring out a yellow.
1500s.
Yeah, Paul Hornacek will get the black flag. He's a half a second under his qualifying time, so he'll get a chance to come back from the back of the pack. That puts Don Rufner Jr., your new leader, at the start of the race. Green's coming back out. Don Rufner Jr. and Harris Saline. Brian Feaster in 2nd. Jimmy Orr 3rd. Tim Dreher 4th. Here comes Jimmy Parrish in the 32 car. Up to 4th. He's side by side with Jimmy Okay, white flag being displayed. Jimmy Paris, Don Rufner Jr., Brian Feaster, Jimmy Orr, Tim Dreher, Todd Miller, John Tannerilli, Mike Powell, John Bertram, Bill Westlake, Mike Dines, Steve Spears, Brian Kilcherman, Paul Hornacek, 66, 11, and 2T, and 23 out there racing yet. Jimmy Paris out in front. Don Rufner Jr., white flag coming out this time by. Down the backstretch one more time. Jimmy Paris goes. Coming out of 4. 32, 7, 28, 28, 73, 67, 95, 11, 111, 55, 6, 51, 77, 38, 11, 65, 88, 2T, 23, and 85. Picking up his third, I believe, feature win of the year in the Haas Body Shop. Dave Reynolds Machine in the WBTC Detroit Iron Racing Division. Jimmy Paris. Oh well. There's one in there. She just did. They just got done now. Yeah, you get in there. There's your winner. Number 32, Jimmy Paris. Once again, we want to thank all our fine sponsors bringing the racing to you for Mid-Vid Racing Videos. Without them, we could not do this. Thank you very much. Have a nice Memorial Day weekend.
Thank you all for coming out. We're here each and every Sunday night with 4 big divisions of racing action.